The big boys, look for them to stay on their feet for quite some time here, as you see that mostly from the bigger guys. Earlier today, we saw the Indonesian wearing the blue belt fight Philippine team member Pong, and he has some pretty good stand-up there. So these two guys are definitely one of the better guys in their weight class. Oh, and beautiful takedown attempt displayed by the Indonesian.
But they went outside.
But they went outside. So an advantage is given. No points scored. So here they are standing again. It's a grip fight so far. They're trying to establish the grips so they can take their opponent down. Very different from what you're going to see from the lighter fighters, where a lot of them tend to pull guard or stay on their butts more. Here it's a clear, with the weight they have, it's a clear advantage to be on top. So you can see a lot of them try to prevent the bottom position from happening. Here's a takedown attempt that is stuffed once again. You're going to end up on their feet. I believe the timer has been stopped. I don't know if they're aware of that. I don't see it.
5 minutes 28.
I don't see it counting down.
Yeah. Oh, they stopped it.
And the referee stops the fight. Referee both giving them penalties for stalling, I believe. Fight continues with 5:24 to go. And Indonesia aggressively going for that single leg takedown. And he gets it. He needs to stabilize this position.
Or an advantage?
Let's see how it goes. If he does, he gets that advantage for the takedown, but looks like he has both hooks in. If he has that seatbelt, and he is awarded 4 points. So he is up 4 points and and 2 advantages. Let's go off the position though. So the Indonesian with a big advantage here, big lead. 4 points and 2 advantages to nothing with 4:30 to go. So again, it's a grip fighting again, and they start standing. Look for the Thai fighter to start being a little bit more aggressive as he is down on points. So they have both very savvy to judo, I think. They have a lot of judo experience. As you can see, most of their moves are
Is it really
judo
an advantage
based.
if you're a judoka before you enter jiu-jitsu?
It is, it is. Like
There are a lot of similarities between judo and jiu-jitsu.
Yes, a lot of similarities. And people who do judo or wrestling transition to Jujitsu pretty easily, yes. Like Annie Ramirez and G&D, they were judo fighters in their younger years. And now they're national team members. So
For jiu-jitsu.
it definitely helps, helps. And at times we cross-train with wrestlers and judokas just, to enhance our skills in Jiu-Jitsu. So again, we're seeing top control from the Indonesian.
So far, 5 golds for the Philippines, right?
Yes.
From Jiu-Jitsu team. Thank you and congratulations. Because yesterday we got 3 gold medals. Now additional 2 medals, gold medals. Plus we got 2 silvers yesterday and another one today.
Yes, I believe we have the most gold medals in Jiu-Jitsu for the SEA Games. And we're very grateful that we're having a lot of support from the Filipino fans. And I can only see bigger and better things for the sport of Jiu-Jitsu here in the Philippines.
It's getting popular and more popular.
And here the Indonesian has the ties back. Very big lead for him. And that being said earlier, I encourage everyone to try the sport out. There are a lot of Jiu-Jitsu gyms all over the Philippines, actually. And, it's a very good discipline. And we have world-class coaches and athletes here in the Philippines. So I encourage everyone to give the sport a try.
Now, what we're seeing right now, Jiu-Jitsu in the competition and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, how is it different?
Yes, so Jiu-Jitsu that we're seeing here in the SEA Games is directly related to Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. Okay. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, on the other hand, was popularized by the Gracie family of Brazil and further popularized by the UFC, which is Mixed Martial Arts Organization.
What we see right now.
Yes. So they're both under the Jiu-Jitsu family tree, but not directly related.
But the moves and the techniques
very similar. Very similar, yes.
How about the rules?
The rule set, I'm not 100% sure, but I think very similar, with minor differences, if ever. Yes. So 13-0 with 2 minutes and 24 to go. The referee is looking at his watch as to see if he will penalize for stalling. So you have 10 seconds to tie your belt and fix your gi. And if you don't get it within that time, you get a penalty. Yes. So very efficient with your tying of the belt and your time management in this sport.
Do it fast.
Yes. So here we can see I think the Thai fighter is pretty frustrated. The Indonesian is doing a great job of stuffing every counter or every attempt from the Thai fighter.
13-0 in favor of Indonesia. So you think Thailand can still make it at 1 minute and 48 seconds?
It's a tough one, and from what I've been seeing,
you need submission to win. But for points, you think it's very hard already.
It looks unlikely for points, and the way the Indonesian has been controlling this fight, I don't know if he can pull it off, but we'll see. Anything can happen in 1 minute and 30. He goes for it. You can see him getting a little desperate and going for single legs or throws.
I don't know, but he's holding his the Thai athlete's holding his right leg.
Oh, a leg, yes.
Yeah. What does that mean? Maybe he's hurting or is just trying to position himself to a strategy?
I didn't quite see that. I noticed he kind of braced it a little bit, so he may be hurt. Hopefully not. He's still going on the fight. He seems to be walking. He seems to be okay for now.
Okay.
Yes. So as the final fight is counting down, hopefully we see you give Jiu-Jitsu a try as well, Lala.
Yeah, I will. I have to work out first.
Okay.
But you know what? I learned that when you told me you lift weights. You guys lift weights.
Yes,
but
yes.
When you gain muscles, your muscles tend to be stiff. So how do you balance everything? Muscles and then flexibility.
We do a lot of stretching, and I think Jiu-Jitsu you can't be stiff. There's a lot of fluid movement, so I think just practicing Jiu-Jitsu helps that as